This is a video for the unboxing of the Epson Workforce 845. This is the flagship model of Epson all-in-one printers that can print, copy, scan, fax, and even print wirelessly. So this is the unboxing, and we'll check out what's inside, alright? So here we go. Alright, so here's the top of the box. Designed for excellent. That's their new tagline. Let's look at what's inside the box. Alright. Alright. So as you can see, bulk of the machine is the printer. You have a power cord at the top there, it looks like. You have your ink cartridges over here. The main printer is in the center. Documentation is like up there. And what is this little thing? Oh, phone line right there for your fax. So let's take a look at the ink cartridges they include. It looks like there's 5 of them. That's interesting. Oh no, not 5. Okay, no. There's 4 ink cartridges. There are 3 color. So there's your CYM. And then the K is actually a much thicker cartridge. It's like 2 cartridges in one. So it's like a really big black. So the black should last you a long time. That's actually quite nice to see. So that's the black cartridge. Alright, so those are the 3 colors. And I believe if you need to get more colors, they come in a 3-pack with all 3 colors for $25. So that's a real value there. Alright, so that's the ink cartridges. We can put that aside. Looks like they have this stuff taped down here pretty good. Jeez. Yeah, stuff's taped on the styrofoam pretty good. Power cable. So you can see the connector. It looks like a standard connector for power. Alright. This is your standard telephone jack, looks like. Yep. So your standard telephone jack, right there. Alright. So now we got to get rid of these big pieces of styrofoam here. Alright. Now before I remove this printer, as you can see, it's a pretty big printer. It's about 22 inches deep. So let's see what's down here. Alright. Free presentation paper samples. Nice. And it looks like they give you some coupon codes and stuff. Oh, that's nice. Alright. Nice. It says, attention, OSX mountain lion users, or lion users. Do not insert your Epson product CD. Go to Epson support. Listed. Okay, obviously. Alright, so this looks like this disc is only for Windows, even though it clearly says Apple OS X 10.7. So they must have an update on it. I'm using Mountain Lion right now, so I'll probably just go to the website. I don't usually use these discs anyway. So, alright. Now, I am going to try to unbox this, but I'm not going to be able to hold the camera while doing this. So let me pause it, and we're going to come back with the camera on a tripod. Alright, so here we go. Let's see how hard this is to get out. But we're going to do something different. We're going to show you the back first. The duplexing unit actually on this printer doesn't take up much space. This is it right here. This is how far it has to come out for the duplexing unit. So it does tend to make the copier not as big. So if you can see, there's the duplexing unit. So it doesn't stick out that far if you want to take a look at it this way. So that's not too bad. So, and then there's the paper trays. There's the one right here and then the one down here. Holds up to 500 sheets of paper. Alright. Over here we have our phone jack. This is to this little cover right here, dust cover, is for a actual telephone. So if you have a telephone, you can plug it into here and run your phone through here and out. If you can see it down here, there is your power. And I believe on this side it's very hard to see, but there is a USB and your Ethernet 10100. So it does have built-in Ethernet, which is awesome for networks. The sides are pretty uneventful. Nothing really going on each side. You know, they really don't have much going on. They do have this little recessed cavity on the bottom of each printer. Each side of the printer, which is nice. So if you need to pick it up, there's like a handle there on each side, so you can safely move this printer around. Alright, and this is the front of the printer. It's a 7.3-inch touchscreen, but only about this amount of area, about 3.5 inches, is color. There's just touch controls here. You have your power button here, and then you have your control buttons. I think there's some control buttons here, I'm not sure, until I turn this baby on. You have your tray here. And then you have your two trays here. And then obviously when I get off the wrapping, this top right here opens up. This tray opens up. So let me get this all unwrapped, and I'll be back to show you more in depth about what this printer can do. Alright, so I took the printer out of the packaging and now it's in place. I wanted to show you what it looks like when we first turn it on and what you see on the screen right here. So here's the power button. You have to hold it in for a couple seconds. And then you're presented with a screen right here. Obviously I'm choosing English. Region, USA. Alright, daylight summer. Let's see. I like month, day, year. Okay, so let's say the month is 08. Today's date is the 22nd. And the year is 12. Alright. That's easy enough, and then I hit OK. And I want to be the 12-hour format. And the time is 8:31. Oh. PM. And then I just hit OK. Alright, so this is how we install the ink cartridges. We're going to lift up on this panel here. And then on the side, there's like a little grip right here. This lifts up the area where the ink cartridges go. There's a little clip back here that springs open. And then you can see where the ink goes. There's the 4 nozzles, the firing nozzles, and then the contacts for the ink cartridge. Alright, so here's the ink cartridges. From past experiences with Epson, they do recommend you to give them a couple shakes. This just gets the ink flowing and mixed well, because the pigments over time can settle. So it's always a good idea to shake your cartridges a few times at least. Alright, so I'm ready to install the ink cartridges. As you can see, they give you the numbers. For the best results, use obviously genuine Epson ink. The extra high capacity is a 127, 127. So here are the high capacities, 127. When you get a new cartridge, obviously you have to pull this tab out and then insert it in. As you can see, there's the contact and the nozzle, contact and the print head. Alright. So, okay. Removed it. Just basically put it down like so. Push down gently. You'll hear a snap. It's seated properly. Same deal with the magenta. Pull the tab off. And then gently line it up. And then gently push down. You'll hear a snap. Next is yellow. Same thing, pull this tab off. Alright. Line it up. Gently push down. And finally, cyan. Same deal. Alright. Line it up. And gently push down. And there they all are. Just remember to close the flap. You'll hear it snap. And then you just close the door. And then when you're done, you just hit OK. And it's checking the ink cartridges. Now it says it's initializing. As you can hear, it is. And then basically you have to just wait a few minutes. And just do not touch the printer or turn it off until this initialization is complete. Alright, so after it's done initializing the ink, it'll bring up to a wireless LAN setup. If you do have a wireless network, I would advise setting this up now. So we're going to go up into the setup wizard. Now it automatically recognized that I have two Wi-Fi networks. One is an N and one is a G. So obviously I'm going to select the faster N, and then it asks to enter a password. So let's see how this works. So it looks like it's going to take some time. This is how I change characters. Alright, so this is going to take some time. Alright, I'm going to enter this in and I'll show you what's next after this. After I entered my password, it presented me with this screen. And all I'm going to do is hit OK. And now it's setting up, and I just have to wait now. Alright, after setup is complete, it's going to ask me to print a check report. And I'd like to try to do this to see how the printer prints. Now I took out the first drawer, the 1 out of 2, just to let you know that to load the paper there's these guides here that have to put the letter paper in. Just make note that at the top of the tray, you don't want to slide it all the way forward. It does show you here that there's a white line. That's where the paper is supposed to stop. So just trust that you just make it nice and even. It doesn't need to slide up further. And then you just adjust these side things. Make sure they're nice and snug against the paper. And then you just slide it in. Like that. Alright, see what happens. You can actually slide this out too. Alright, there it comes. First print. There it is. Not bad. Alright, now here's a nice little trick. This tray automatically springs upward as you put it in, so as I slide it in, it kind of automatically goes up. I don't know if you can see that, but it raises upward. That's kind of neat. Alright, now we're back to the same screen, and I'm sure if I just hit home, we're back at home, and there is the main screen. In another video, I'll go in depth about how this printer works and what are the features. Thanks for watching.